Hi everyone, so welcome to this update of my Pan That palettes. I am currently panning both an eye palette and a lip palette, and I might actually talk about a face palette today too. Um, I guess I'll just talk out loud and see what happens. So first, let's do a very exciting update on my Pan That Eye palette. I have officially, since my last update, hit all 5 of my focus shades. As you can see there, this is the one that I usually use in my blush cocktail. I'm still trying to figure out how to use this best. It's shimmery and it travels, that shimmer travels everywhere, but it has pan. And then I have a good pan here on this kind of beigey shade, this pretty cool toned brown, and then this dark brown here. And so I'm really excited about the progress here. Let me bring it up as a close up. And I hope that by the next update, I'll be able to hit side pan on this one and side pan on this pink one too. And that I think that should be feasible. I've still been using this pretty much daily in my blush cocktail and then using this to kind of blend things out. So I am hopeful about that. And yeah, really excited that I finally have pan in all these. I'm starting to get a little bit tired of this, unfortunately, and I have other palettes and other things that I could bring in, but I do have, when I started out with this palette, I really had the goal of trying to just see how much I could use up in a year. And honestly, even if I use other palettes, it'll be kind of similar shades. So I'm just trying to tell myself just to like keep pushing on, try to reach those two goals first. And like, yeah, I can go and play with other shadows too, but excuse me. But just try to like try to aim for those goals. And once I get there, then we can talk. All right, for my lip palette. I am, as you can see, it looks a little bit different. So since the last update, I have hit pan on this one. I already had kind of a corner pan, but I'd been using this one a lot in my blush cocktail, and I finally hit pan. It's a pretty big one too, just because I use my finger to dip in. This one also has a pan, and it's actually kind of hidden underneath there, but it's getting shallower and shallower. I use this one in my bronzer cocktail. These two I'm trying to use more in my on my lips. And so I do want to have a goal of, I think hitting this complete side would be good for both of these. Let's have that goal. Yeah, this complete side on both of these for the next update. These two I haven't really touched yet, but as you can see, I have a big addition here. This is Ruby Woo from the new MAC line, the new Maximal lipstick line. I got some samples and I put some into the lip palette I made, and then I had some extra, so I pushed it in here. This is a red shade, and then this is a red shade, but as you can tell, they are very different red shades. This one is, I would say, a more wearable red. Sorry if other swatches from another video I made. And then Ruby Woo was definitely a very cool, like blue tone red. So this one seems more wearable. It's not to me. So this one's even more wearable in that way. But also I find it funny that this palette is almost 10 years old and this is the newest MAC formula. So it's nearly 10 years apart in formula and they're sitting in the same pan. Kind of crazy. Um, so all that to say, that's kind of the progress with that. And I have, like I said, I mentioned I had 2 goals for this one too. And the last one, I don't know if this is like an official introduction, but this is the one and only face palette I have. Actually, I think I have another one, but I don't use it as face palette. But essentially, this is the Sleek, oh gosh, I guess it's called Face Form. I don't know. This is so old. I got it used. And I like even the Sleek logo like wore off. You can tell like it has a like you can kind of see the sheen of it in there, but it's not. You really can't tell. It is so dirty. I'm so sorry. I did not get to clean this before showing you guys. So basically, it came with a bronzer, a highlighter, and a sorry, wow, totally backwards. A blush, a highlighter, and a bronzer. I actually took out this blush because I'm not as much of a powder blush user as I would like to admit. So I ended up putting in the MAC Glow Play blush in So Natural in here when I need to like get rid of the packaging for Back to MAC. I have all sorts of reasons, but it's still doing okay in here despite it not being in like the original compact. I was afraid it would dry out, but it's been doing okay. As you can see, I recently hit pan, which I'm very excited about. And I think that made me think about maybe I should bring this into this like pan that palette kind of like project. And I really would love, I think I'm just only going to give this until the end of the year and then figure out what else to do with it. So I think from this pan, I would love to just expand it more. I only hit it a few days ago, so I would love to see how far I get. I'm still like trying to get into the practice of using it regularly and using it kind of as like my blush like topper or like blush um like when I need to top off my makeup or like freshen up my makeup. I want to use this one more. And then the highlighter, I'm not going to put a ton of focus on since I already have pan in it. I think I use it more as an eyeshadow, and it's actually really nice as an eyeshadow. I don't really use a ton of highlighter most days, so it ends up being used as an eyeshadow. And since I have other things I'm using as eyeshadow, I'm not going to like put a lot of focus on this one. This this bronzer though, it is deep. I think for medium skin tone, this seems pretty deep to me. So it's very potent. And I've been using my blush cocktail and I just want to hit pan. So I honestly don't know how close I am to hitting pan. These are quite large. These are 20 grams total. So if you can imagine, that's like 7 grams of product in each of these. Like the blush one is, since I repressed that, don't worry about it. But yeah, these started with 7 grams and that's insane to me. So I'm going to aim to hit pan on this. By the next update, but we'll see. So this one is in my Partners in Cream right now, and so I'll be excited to, and I had a goal of hitting pan in that project, so I'll be excited to roll that out and maybe bring in another cream product, but I'll be rolling this palette into this project and doing that. So that's fun. I feel like an eye palette, a lip palette, and a face palette. And you guys get to hear my updates on all of these. So we'll see how far I get by the end of the year. But I am hoping to get some good progress in by the next update. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one.